and welcome back. We are with a vehicle that has been much anticipated by myself and the automotive community. This is the 2024 Mazda CX-90. We're back here at Tasca Automotive in Cranston, Rhode Island, and they have allowed me to check this one out, and it's in a beautiful color. This is Artisan Red. We have 21-inch wheels, and the model we'll be looking at today is the Turbo S. So Mazda for a few years, if you haven't noticed, has been really punching above their weight as far as their vehicles. Not only with the driving dynamics, because if you've ever driven a Mazda, you know they have great steering feel, great brakes, great body control, well-tuned suspension, but this is Mazda's first step up to kind of compete with the Germans in the CX-90. Now, instead of Mazdas in the past who have had the 2.5-liter engine, which you can also get with this vehicle, this has Mazda's all-new 3.3-liter inline-six turbo. This Turbo S, 340 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque, and it's a 48-volt mild hybrid. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, a vehicle about 5,200 pounds, the mileage probably isn't the best, but this actually gets rated 28 miles per gallon on the highway, which to me means if you throw it on cruise control, you can get upwards of 30 miles per gallon, which is not bad for something that can tow 5,000 pounds. Something I love about Mazda is that a lot of things they do, or pretty much everything they do, is purposeful. Like, no fake vents on this vehicle. These vents go all the way through. Everything has a purpose. And if we look at the front here, as I'll show you a little bit later, we have a front-facing camera, which I was turning around in this parking lot. It's pretty close quarters here. It shows me right where the front of the vehicle is. And especially in a family-oriented vehicle, that's something that could be useful with kids, bicycles, animals, any kind of thing. It's always great to have a forward-facing camera, which sometimes you forget because everything now has a rear-facing camera. So similar to the Germans, we're going with big wheels, big tires, big brakes. We've got a 21-inch set of wheels here on the Turbo S, a 275/21 tire. We have Falcon ZX on this one, which is a great all-season, and obviously we have huge disc brakes front and rear. Along with the 21-inch wheels and tires, to aid in body control, as Mazda always does, four-wheel independent suspension on this vehicle. As we move down the side, as it is the CX-90, they all come standard with 3 rows of seats. And you can get those in multiple configurations, whether they be captain's chairs or a bench in the middle. Now, I love Mazda's design language. As we go back here, it's no different. Beautiful taillights, LED, and as I mentioned, all the models, regardless of the engine type, are all-wheel drive. Something I also noticed, obviously we have our backup camera here, is when I was closing the vehicle up earlier, what's great is not only do you have a button to close the vehicle, but there's a lock button as well. So when you press that, it locks all the doors and closes the hatch. Now, being a family vehicle or kind of an adventure vehicle, you're going to need a lot of room, especially if you're shopping for something with 3 rows. And the nice thing about the Mazda is, unlike a lot of other competitors, the seats are super easy to fold down and only take a second. Also, your third-row passengers have their own USB-C chargers. Another nice thing for utility, we have an LED light to light your cargo area back here, a 12-volt charger, and under here where we get our spare tire tools, we also have another waterproof area for additional storage. Like I keep mentioning, where the Mazdas really shine is in the driving dynamics. And for me, the steering wheel, something that you're going to interact with most on the entire vehicle, Mazda always gets it right. The steering wheel rim on a lot of new vehicles is way too thick. It might be because I'm just not a very big guy, but I like a well-shaped steering wheel, and this is one of them, and it's good to look at as well. We have a digital display over here, 12.3-inch display over here, and of course we have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If we move over here, I say it every show, and I'll continue to say it, I'm so glad that we have buttons. These aren't haptic buttons, these are real buttons. Heated steering wheel, heated seats with 3 levels. We have automatic climate control, and of course a few cup holders and plenty of storage. We have 2 USB-C chargers in here, and then everything to control your center screen right here. Another thing I like about the center screen on the Mazda is it's very simple. There aren't 1,000 controls, 1,000 screens. It's very easy to use. This is my first time in the CX-90. I hopped in it today, was able to connect my phone. It has wireless charging, and I was able to go to navigation and set something very quickly. A few nice features on this Turbo S model. We have a Bose stereo system, panoramic sunroof, these really neat 2-tone perforated leather seats, which are very, very comfortable. I feel like I'm in a nice driving position, as even though this is a high SUV, I don't feel like I'm sitting on the vehicle. I feel like I'm sitting in it, which I think is nice for driving. Another thing, I've been in a lot of Mazdas, and this one has the most premium materials of any Mazda I've been in. I'm honestly impressed. This is, I mean, you can see Morgan, my cameraman here. This is an actual leather dash. No, no hard plastics in here. Everything's just very premium feeling. It's extremely quiet on the road, quieter than any Mazda I've driven as of late. And the other thing I like, a lot of things that comes in the German cars, a lot of piano black plastic, which looks great when it's glossed up, but it collects fingerprints and it scratches very easily. I like that Mazda hasn't put a lot of piano black on the interior, especially around the shifter area, which will look good in the years to come. Now, we started off this vehicle talking about, to me at least, the important stuff. The fact that Mazda has introduced a 3.3 liter inline six, and it is very smooth. Think of anything from BMW's line. Think of, you know, car people, the 2JZ, any kind of RB motor from Nissan. Now, you can also get this, as I mentioned, in a plug-in hybrid variant. Now, that comes with Mazda's venerable 2.5 liter engine they've been making for a while, and obviously it's a plug-in hybrid. Now, that is a 17.8 kilowatt hour battery, and fully charged can drive you in just EV mode up to 26 miles. Now, in the 2.5 liter plug-in variant, you still have a lot of horsepower, 329 horsepower, and the same 369 pound-feet of torque you get from the Turbo 6. So here we are driving the CX-90, and I'm in a very tight parking lot, and I'm going to show you what I found out and how useful the cameras are in this vehicle. Now, I'm rolling right now. We have a little button here for the cameras. Click. And it gives me my front-facing camera. Now, this is a very difficult area to turn around in, and there's a reason I brought you over here. It's because we can see exactly how close we're getting to this vehicle, and there are sensors in the front. Now, with the front camera, rear camera, and the 360 view, it really does make driving this large vehicle a breeze, I'll be honest, especially in a tight parking lot like this. And I've got to say, even though it's not terribly bright out here right this very second, it was very sunny a few moments ago, and the screens, even in direct sunlight, are very easy to read, including the speedometer, the tachometer, and all of your regular things. Mazda does a great job in laying out the dashboard in these vehicles. Another thing that I keep harping on, but it really is for real, is the level of refinement in this vehicle. If you blindfolded me and had me drive 100 feet, I could easily think it was possibly a German or a much more expensive machine, as the seat's comfortable, the steering is extremely sharp, and most importantly, it's very quiet. I think the difference between a luxury vehicle and just a middle-of-the-road vehicle is really power and road noise. So most vehicles, you get all the standard safety equipment, you can get radar cruise control, you can get the million airbags, which this has, of course, but you don't get the horsepower, and you don't get, on long rides, the quiet ride with all of the sophisticated suspension and what have you, and sound deadening. This on the road is extremely quiet, and with the independent suspension driving New England, it makes it a breeze. So if this is a vehicle that you're thinking about, which I think you should if you're looking for a 3-row SUV, this punches way above its weight class. I really think it does. It's definitely worth at least getting in, sitting in, touching, driving. I think that's where this vehicle really sells itself. And if you want one, 1300 Pontiac Avenue here in Cranston at Tasca Automotive. They've been in business well over 100 years, family-owned company. I've bought plenty of cars here, and they do a great job.
New Kias are hard to find, but Kia of Attleboro has over 220 available with special leasing like the 2023 Kia Sportage LX Hybrid for just $339 a month. The 23 Sportage LX Hybrid gets an impressive 44 highway MPG. At Kia of Attleboro, get double the factory warranty. Exit 2B off 95, South Attleboro, Mass, KiaofAttleboro.com.
See ya at Kia of Attleboro.
For over 100 years, MRT Jewelers has been the #1 destination for couples looking to tie the knot. Hello, I'm Dave Audette, and yes, Rhode Island's largest wedding band sales event is back, and we call it the Blitz. This is a 4-day-only event this March 30th through April 2nd at our flagship location in East Providence. Appointments are recommended, so visit MRTJewelers.com and secure your chance to save thousands. MRT Jewelers, wedding bands, diamonds, and so much more.
At Premier Subaru, we're working for our customers to help them beat inflation. We offer higher trade-in values and will always give you the lowest price possible on your new car, whether you purchase or lease. The Buyer's Benefits Package with a lifetime powertrain warranty keeps you protected for as long as you own your car. Premier Subaru in Brantford and Middlebury, or online at buyatpremier.com. Premier Subaru, transparent pricing, exceptional service.
Hey guys, I just wanted to take a minute to give some advice to one of our viewers that emailed us, and they said, and I quote, "Hey Jordan, we're thinking about getting a new SUV and we've been looking around and we're thinking about the Nissan Pathfinder. What do you think? We tow a small boat and we have 3 kids." That's all I got. I didn't get a price range or any of those things. I like the new Nissan Pathfinder. It can tow up to 6,000 pounds. They're pretty good on fuel. It's got a non-turbocharged V6 engine that's got plenty of pulling power, and it's been proven to be very reliable. It's been an engine that Nissan's been making for a few years, many years rather. I like they just updated the styling on it. There's many trim levels to choose from. I think it's a great choice. A lot of people might go with the Yukon or something bigger like that. The mileage on those isn't fantastic, and if you don't have to go up to something like that, if you're only pulling something like I said, a small camper, and you have 3 kids and you need 3 rows, I think that Pathfinder is a really good choice. My advice would be get on Nissan's website, get on the configurator, see what works within your budget, see what kind of colors you like, and then if you want to pull the trigger, get over to Anchor Nissan on 146 in Smithfield and get yourself a new Nissan Pathfinder. I definitely recommend these, and good luck.
Hi, it's Jen for the Priority Automotive Group. I'm here to announce that our brand new, state-of-the-art Hyundai of Newport dealership is now open. The new facility is just 200 yards from our previous building, and it's double the size. That means we can fit more new Hyundai models and Priority Premium pre-owned luxury vehicles. Our new service department features drive-in service bays, a comfortable waiting lounge with all the amenities, workstations, and so much more. Better is Hyundai of Newport.
During Ram Truck Month at Elmwood Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, save $20,000 off a 22 Ram 1500. And during the Jeep Celebration event, 23 Jeep Wrangler 4xE leases start at $359 a month. Or lease a 23 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xE for $399 a month. Plus, we have 23 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo leases for just $299 a month. Elmwood Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Route 44 in East Providence, or online at elmwoodcdjr.com.